Hey guys, Brian here from Liquid Concepts. So wanted to take a minute and shoot a quick video on dipping a hood on a four-wheeler. So what we've got is we've got a Can-Am Maverick that we're dipping, and we're going to be doing it in our flame pattern. Now this is a really cool pattern. This is a black and clear pattern. So what we've done is we have painted all of the plastics on a big metallic silver, and then we're going to be dipping it in this black and clear flame. So whenever we get finished, it's going to be a silver, metallic, and black flame. And then after that, we're going to put some really cool candy on it, and it's going to look awesome. So the customer, he wants a blue flame, and so this is something that is really nice for a lot of people to use because it is a black and clear. So then you can put a red underneath it, a blue underneath it, or in our case we're actually going to use a candy. So we're going to be laying this out, putting the metallic silver down, dipping it, and then laying a blue candy over the top of it, and then clear coating it. It's going to look really awesome. So I kind of wanted to shoot this video and show you guys a little bit. Now this film right here is our SAD-711. You can find it on the website, liquidconcepts.com. But wanted to take a little bit and go over layout and everything because this hood is so big. I think you guys will really enjoy watching this and seeing everything dipped in this. So right now what we've got is we've got our film. We're going to go ahead and push it on out here, and we're going to grab our part. So this is going to be our part, and as you can tell, it's very big. So thankfully this film is a 1 meter wide, and it's going to take up pretty much all 1 meter of it, and we're going to take up just about 1 meter of it going long ways. So we're going to go ahead and center this. Looks like everything's good. So looks like we've got about a couple of inches on the back side. We're going to do the same thing on the front side up here and cut off a couple of inches up here, and I think y'all are really going to like it a lot. So we'll go ahead and get this thing cut, get it ready, and get it ready to be laid on the water, all right? So we'll go ahead. Now on this one, go ahead and cut that. Now on this one right here, what we're going to do is we're not going to put any tape on it, all right? I'm not a big fan of the tape. Some people are, some people aren't. Strictly personal preference. But in this case, I want the film to be able to stretch as much as possible because of all of the intricate curves and grooves and everything like that we got all in this. I definitely want to make sure that we capture all of that and we're able to get down inside those groove areas like that. So one thing is whenever you're looking at a piece like this is how are you going to dip it, right? And so let's talk a little bit about that. So most of the time whenever you're dipping something, you want to go in with a corner or a front or something like that. You never just want to just go straight down with it, all right? And so what we've got is we know that right there is the front of it, and this is of course going to be the back. Now the good thing that we have going for us is that this part right here is actually the only part that we're really actually going to see. But just to make sure that it looks good, let's say that it wasn't the only part that was seen, and let's say the whole thing needed to be dipped, no big deal. So in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to start in right here up at this front, and then we're just going to slowly dip it all the way up, and then that film will roll in all of these areas right in here, continue on up, and all the way across, all right? So we're pretty excited to show you about this, and I think you guys will really like it. So let's go ahead and look at the back of it here. Now as you can see on this part, we actually don't need tape tabs or anything like that because we've got plenty of tabs to actually hold on to, and so I'll probably be holding it like something like this right here, and so then I'm able to take this part and go down in the water like this with it. And so if you'll notice, I'm actually going forward and I'm going down at the same rate. So I've got it at an angle like this, and I'm going to start going down in the water just like this. And technically it'll be this way because it's so long, but you guys will get the idea. So let's set this back down here. Let's get the film in the water, and we'll get started. Oh, one other thing. On a film this size, always, always, always make sure you got activator in your gun. Even if you got a little bit, fill it up, because the thing about it is you always want to make sure that you got enough in there, because that is the worst thing to have is you're halfway through the film spraying it and your paint gun goes spit, 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 and guess what? You just wasted all of that film, all because you didn't have your activator gun filled up. So we'll go ahead and fill this thing up just to make sure. We'll get the film in the water, and we'll get this thing rolling, all right? All right, so we're back. We've got everything cleared off on the water here. Everything looks good. We've got our film over here. We got brand new activator all filled up, so that way we have plenty to work with here. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead, drop my dams down, and get everything ready to be put in. So this film is gonna be very big. I should be able to get it in. It's just gonna take a little bit of maneuvering on my end, but I think it's gonna be worth it. So we'll go ahead and get started with this, and then I'll kind of give y'all a few little tips here on if you have a big piece like this, some things that you can do to make sure that everything comes out right. And we'll dip it, and we'll see how everything goes. And everything goes well, then we're gonna have one awesome looking part. So let's grab the film and get started. Alright, so we got the film here. Now this is probably a two-person job to have the best results, but if you're very careful with it, you can lay it down and get no bubbles. And so it just takes time and practice, but that is what we want to see. So we got 1 minute on the clock. We'll go ahead and start that. And then we'll go ahead and pull our dams in, kind of let those get a little bit closer there. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this down and go ahead and drop that in like that. Move that one up. Move this divider down a little bit more. Alright, so everything looks really good. Now one thing that I want to show you guys is that about 45 to 50 seconds in, I'm actually going to start spraying the activator. And so what that's going to do is on a larger piece like that, it's going to allow me to go ahead and activate it, but yet I can still wait after that minute for it to be dipped. And so we're about 10 seconds in, and the other thing that's really nice about this, when you're actually spraying it without waiting for the timer to go off, is that as you're spraying it, you're putting the activator on, but yet you're not moving that pattern all around. So if you notice, the pattern stays really nice and fresh and still, and it's not really moving, and so that's what we want. So we'll grab this massive thing here, get that like that, smile, and we'll get started right here. Yep. And pretty much just start going in at an angle, really nice and slow. Now again, if you notice, I'm keeping that same angle. I'm not letting it wrap around, so I'm not going in flat like something like this. I was actually keeping it up at an angle like something like this right here the entire time that I was dipping it, just to make sure that everything dipped correctly. And so, here you go. And that's how you dip a Can-Am Maverick hood. So, hope you guys enjoyed this, and make sure that this looks good. Oh, yep, of course it does. I did it. Alright guys, enough playing around. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did, and look for more videos, and hit us up on Facebook. You can check us out on our Facebook group. It's hydrographics101.com, or not .com, hydrographics101, or you can also check us out online, theliquidconcepts.com. And if you got any problems, any questions, anything like that, shoot us an email, info@liquidconcepts, or give us a call. Phone number's real easy. It's 501-455-5500. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you.